Welcome to Bill's Bridge class, Class 60. Declare play at a trump contract, Part 3, Tuesday, June 4th, 2013. There are more issues related to managing the trump suit than you might imagine. Today we're going to cover two more examples of trump management. Today we have two more hands on declare play in a trump contract. The first hand indicates the issue of the forcing game and keeping control as the declarer. We talked about this as a defender, where when you have a lot of trump, you're better off to lead your long suit, forcing the declarer to trump, hopefully in his long suit, and thereby reducing the number of trumps he has where he can eventually lose control. Now we're at the declarer. You are dealer in north with both sides vulnerable, and this is your hand. This bidding sequence is rather awkward, and I could spend some time talking about it, but I'm going to go with what most of the so-called experts play. You're taught in 101 class that if you have two 5-card suits, open the higher ranking suit. I would argue with you that when they're specifically spades and clubs and you have a minimum hand, I prefer opening one club, and I talk about that sometime in the future, not today. But for now, I'll follow the crowd. I'm going to open with one spade. With the opposition passing throughout the bidding sequence, partner bids 2 diamonds. I have another tough choice. And this hand actually proves my point about opening one club. I have a choice of rebidding spades or bidding 3 clubs, which might get us too high. I'm going to bid 3 clubs. Now my partner bids 3 spades, so he probably has 3 spades, and I'm going to carry it to 4. It's the end of the auction, a rather awkward. East leaves the king of hearts, and my partner lays down his hand. For the record, here's my hand. Before I go into my plan, I have to look at my partner's bids, and I have to agree that partner had a real tough choice in his bid. If 2-no trump were natural and invitational, that would be about right. But 2-no trump in our system is Jacoby, showing an opening hand and 4-card spade support. He doesn't have that. 2 hearts would show 5 hearts, among other things, and you have only 4, and not only that, they're very poor. So he's left with picking an artificial bid of a minor. At least he picked the stronger minor. But that said, what's our plan now? Let's repeat the hands together and count our losers from declarer's standpoint. We're going to lose a spade. We have 5 out and we're missing queen, jack, 10. We could lose 2 spades if they don't split well. We're going to lose 1 club, the ace of clubs, and we're going to lose 1 heart. Aside from the spade suit, we have another challenge, and that is the lead itself. The opponents are making their best defense. They're taking a forcing game. They're leading hearts and forcing me to trump spades, and if I trump too many hearts with spades, I'm going to lose control of the hand. They're going to end up with more spades than I have, and we lose control of the hand and we'll go down. That's the purpose of this class today. The danger is my trump will be depleted and their hearts will eventually win tricks because I'll run out of spades and their hearts are going to be winners. What's our plan? So let's go through the game plan. Here's the hand. West leads king of hearts and continues with a heart, which I have to ruff. Now if the trump split 4-1, I'm down to begin with, so I have to assume they split 3-2. How do I proceed? First I play the ace-king of spades, and I'm lucky they all follow. So there's only 1 spade outstanding, the queen. The lesson of this class, of this hand, is as follows. Do not lead a 3rd trump. Do you see why? If you lead a 3rd trump, you will be down. Let's go through the paces. Here's the hand with the lead and declarer's hand. If I lead a 3rd spade, the queen will win and they're going to return a heart. Well, I ruff with the last spade that I have, but when I attempt to establish clubs, they're going to take the ace of clubs, they're going to cash hearts, and there's nothing I can do about it. we are down. That is not going to work. Instead, leave that queen of spades out and lead clubs. Here's the hand after trick 4, and I'm leading clubs. When they take the ace of clubs, they may also cash the queen of spades, but I still have one spade left. I'm going to rough the heart return and continue cashing out. The opponents will only going to take one heart, the queen of trump, and the ace of clubs. The key to this hand, don't pull the high trump. Leave it out. Hand 6 represents another principle in handling of the trump suit, using the trump suit as an entry itself. You are the dealer. As East, both sides are vulnerable, and you have 5-5 again. This time I'm going to open a spade. I won't argue about it. In fact, I would anyway. I would open a spade. Partner bids 1 no trump. I have an awkward rebid. Some would only bid 2 diamonds, but I'm going to be aggressive and rebid 3 diamonds. Partner bids 4 diamonds. He's telling me 3 no is out. Let's go on to 5 diamonds. Okay, 5 diamonds. South leads the ace of hearts, and dummy tables the following. Plan the play. Count losers. I have 1 heart, 1 club, and 3 spades. How can I get rid of these losers? I've got to get it down to 2 losers. There's 2 ways I could do it. I can roughen spades in dummy, or I could establish the clubs for discards. We'll find out why shortly, but the better plan is to establish clubs for discards. Here's the hand, and ace of hearts is the opening lead. South wins the first trick and continues the second heart, which you rough. Now you need to go to work. You're going to need the diamonds, in particular the queen of diamonds, as an entry to the dummy for the club suit. So what you do, first cash the ace king of diamonds. All follow. That leaves 1 outstanding trump left. They do split. If they don't split, you're going to be down anyway. Now you lead the 10 of clubs and you play the 2 from the dummy. South plays the 3 and North the 4. Now the 3 is a count signal showing an odd number, so they probably split 3-3. Now you lead the 5 to the jack in dummy, and your right-hand opponent has a real. Here's the hand again after trick 6. The lead is your right-hand opponent. North took the ace of clubs. It's possible that North could lead a club and South be out and have the 3rd diamond, but it's unlikely because South signaled an odd number, which is 3. By the way, if North didn't take the ace of clubs, you end up with an over trick. You're going to rough the clubs out because they split 3-3. Still have an entry to the dummy. The clubs go, and you still make your hand, make it with an over trick actually. So you win any return that North decides to lead. Lead a diamond to the queen, pulling the last trump and cashing the clubs, pitching your spade losers. You will go down if the diamonds split 4-1, so assume they don't. Always assume that what you need to make the hand is exactly what's there, and that's it. Here are the key points of this hand. You need to establish the side suit before pulling trump because you need to use trump as an entry. Now, for the sake of argument, you could also play it by trying to set up spades. It might work, but it is less likely to work, and I'll tell you why. If North has 2 spades and either the 10 or jack of diamonds, or South has 2 spades and the 10 jack of diamonds singleton or doubleton, you go down. You're going to get roughed, and you're going to lose another diamond trick as well. So the odds are better to go after the club suit than to go after the spades. You've now seen 6 hands where you play as declare in a trump contract. Trump management is the key aspect of declare play in a trump contract. Tomorrow we're going to go back to a no trump contract and learn a little bit more about no trump. In some cases, no trump play applies also to suit contracts, so there is some crossover between one and the other. See you Wednesday.